what I liked about this episode, and I feel like every episode has some sort of theme. This episode's theme, in my eyes, was strong women, right? So you have Daenerys rallying more troops. You have Arya killing a dude with like a little, dagger thing. And then who else? Ygritte, right? I don't know if that's really her being strong.
No, it is. I actually like Ygritte better than I like Jon Snow. I mean, I think Jon Snow's a bit of a bitch. Okay, so and she was willing to kill him even though he does that thing he does with his tongue. And
then
she's like the wildling, send their regards, bitch. Boom.
And you also had Theon Greyjoy's sister not listening to her father. So there was a theme there with strong women.
And Shay. With the tell him to tell me himself.
That's all over it.
You know,
right? Yeah, I'm beginning to believe the writer might be like the biggest feminist in history.
Probably, I wouldn't be surprised.
And he's a super lib, like the outcasts, the bastards, the handicapped, the prostitutes,
did you
women.
Name Daenerys?
I did, Daenerys rallying the troops.
Yeah, I mean rallying the troops, but like walking in and like.
Can I jump in real fast?
And then doing the crowd surfing,
Yeah, crowd surfing was a little funny.
Well, just really fast before we continue on with the Arya. So we totally know that her name is Daenerys, by the way. We affectionately refer to her as Khaleesi because it's fun, it's her title. But there was probably 1,000 comments saying, why do they keep calling her Khaleesi? Do they not know what her name is?
Oh, dude, come
on.
We
totally know what her name is.
Look, I call my wife Khaleesi now. What are you talking about? Okay, it's like the funnest name. Misa's okay, but Khaleesi's so much better. Yeah. All right, so Arya with the killing, right?
Yeah.
I love the like. Stark, send your regards. What happened now?
She drops the coin, kind of like the scroll was dropped earlier on.
But that makes me realize that maybe the Starks have a chance because she's like the last remaining Stark and she's a fighter and I think she gets it, right?
Well,
you can no longer
south
be
of the wall.
Right. I realize that
actually 5 Starks left.
I know, but she's the relevant Stark. She's the Stark that actually gets it. You can't be the nice guy.
Jon, Rickon, Bran.
Oh, Jon, you're counting Jon. Okay, but he's a bastard.
Yeah, natural born.
Right, but I mean, you're saying you dismiss him. He's a bastard, but Ramsay Snow. I mean, like they're all like there's
right,
no.
and then the King's bastard.
Right, I didn't mean. That's what I meant. Is that they're like all of a sudden
like they're pretty relevant.
We may be in the rethinking bastard time as part of my Renaissance also.
Yeah. Right.
But anyway, I just feel like in that scene you see that Arya gets it. Okay, no more Mrs. Nice Girl. No more playing games. You got to be ruthless. You have to be a killer. And she's out for revenge. So I think that in the next season, we are going to see some great scenes with her where she does some crazy stuff. I can't wait.
I never thought she was Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah. And I always thought she was a stone cold killer. Like, that scene surprised me 0%.
I saw an evolution, though. You know, you see her, be the sweet girl who's learning sword fighting with her father, Ned. Right. And, you see her make little mistakes along the way, but now she's out for blood, and I love it.
I love the line that she gave when he was like, is that the first man you killed? And she's like, the first man, which is a callback to her accidentally killing the boy in the first season or whatever, but also it's like ominous, like that's the first that I killed.
Oh, totally, yeah.
I love that.
I thought about killing the boy, and she recited the thing that her assassin taught her, right?
Valor Morgulis, yeah.
Yeah, which means what?
All men must die.
But does it call up some sort of power? Or is it just something
I think it was just a badass
She
thing
just
to
knows
say.
it as something that he said.
Oh, and then there was one other thing that I wanted to bring up. Sorry to change the subject, but when Daenerys says, all men learn to love their chains, I loved what she said there. I thought that was really good.
Well, the thing I love about Daenerys is that she's not just, brave and all that stuff, but she's also incredibly smart. Like the strategy of freeing the slaves is brilliant because you go into kingdoms with slaves, all you say is, I'm going to free you guys. Oh, all of a sudden your army's my army. Yeah. What now, bitches?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, it's not just the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do.
It is a smart thing to do, but I worry that sometimes she might be a little too democratic and too nice. I know that she has this huge army at this point. She
always works out in Game of Thrones. What are you talking about?
Never works out in Game of Thrones. We all know that. I know that she has, the bonus of the dragons. I know that she has this massive army at this point. It's only growing from what it seems like. But I'm worried that she's going to make a mistake of being too nice and too sympathetic, and
there's some chance you stop watching the show if they kill Daenerys.
There's a huge chance that I'll stop watching the show. She's my favorite character, so I'd be very upset.